Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and it's time for another Fun Fact Friday. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about some different concepts. We're a couple weeks into a brand new year, and everyone has been making their goals and their New Year's resolutions. And depending on where you're at, you may be extremely proud of your progress. You may be a little frustrated, or you may have already given up. And so what I wanted to talk a little bit about is why any of those three scenarios might be occurring for you. And really, it comes down to a couple of things. One is looking at whatever system you're using to make change, to see if you are actually fitting in appropriately with the system. So if you're using a system that was developed by someone who's a warrior, so it's a really structured plan with all of these rigid steps, and you are not a warrior, so if you're a sage or if you're a captivator, it might be very hard for you to stay in something very rigid. You may need much more flexibility and flow in a process in order to be successful with it. The other thing to consider is things like, how are you motivated? How do you get started? And how do you actually incent yourself? So all of us do that differently depending on our facial archetypes. Some of us are motivated very much by our own desires, by our self-imposed motivations. Other people are motivated by what the consequences are to things. So if I don't do this, what's going to happen? And so very much carrot and stick. And other people are motivated by how they feel other people will feel about them if they do or don't succeed. So, if you're a captivator or you're a nurturer, you're often very motivated by what other people feel or think. If you are a warrior, you're motivated by your own desire to win and not look like you can't win, or that not feel shame. All of the things that help us be successful at anything in life, whether it's setting a goal or sticking to a New Year's resolution or doing whatever it is that we want to do, we have to understand who we are first. And so our face is a really good indication of telling us that innate personality that we have, as well as how our life has impacted how we see the world and do the world. And then how we specifically work systems, whether they're predetermined systems or we're creating our own. We must find our own way to work them in order to be successful, because the way I do something will not be the way you do something, but that doesn't mean we can't follow the same basic process. We just have to understand how to make it most resonant to us. So I hope that helps you. And if you're struggling with any of these things, then you know where to find me. I can definitely help you understand yourself better and get you through those processes to be more successful with whatever it is that is keeping you up at night, or that you're not achieving, or that you want to stick to. And in the meantime, I will be with you next Friday for another Fun Fact Friday. Bye for now.